Can AI do emotions? Or better, can AI video simulate emotions? And this is what I want to take a look at in this video, where we look at models like Sora 2 or Kling and see how they handle emotions, if it's realistic or if there's some issues with it. And we'll take a look at the video part, so visually, if it can do the expressions well, but also at the sounds and the environment, how everything connects together, the movements of the person. But before we start looking at AI generated faces, we should take a step back and actually define what is emotion. What do we want to analyze in this video? So I took a look at the research and found that there's actually quite a lot of models, stuff that you can do. But one that we will use in this video is the FACS one.
The facial action coding system, and it's quite well illustrated here on Wikipedia. So you would just assign the numbers to certain muscle or muscle groups in the face. We scroll down here. We have, for example, a cheek raiser, or lip corner puller, and all of those have a number assigned. And then certain emotions will just have a combination of those numbers or those muscles activated. And yeah, this is what we're going to analyze in the next step with a real video. So to analyze the facial expressions and if they match with what we saw in the FACS system, I built a small app. And on the right here, you can see the face. And on the left, I have a video that is joyful emotion prompted in Kling. This is the model. So let's see, we're now in the neutral mode. When we go to joy, we can see which muscles will be activated here. And we have cheek raise, lip corner pull, and the lips going apart a little bit. So maybe the mouth should open. But let's take a look at what the video does.
You're absolutely the worst at that.
Yes, so I could really see the cheeks and the lips being activated. I mean, she laughed out a little bit, so this was really the mouth opening also. So I think this one did quite well. Okay, now let's take a look at Sora. First thing I noticed is the person looks very different, that the eyes look very different from the model that we had before, which is interesting. But let's take a look how the emotions perform.
You really named it Gerald? Oh my gosh, that's so good.
Okay, so we could see the right muscles being activated.
You really named it Gerald? Oh my gosh, that's so good.
For me, this one feels a little bit creepy. It did the right muscle movements and everything, but you can see there's like noise in how she moves. I don't know if you will be able to see it in the YouTube version, but it is.
You really named it Gerald? Oh my gosh, that's so good.
It's technically correct, but I feel there's something unnatural about it. So let's keep this in mind. And let's go to the next one, which will be fear. Okay, now we are with Kling again. I'm going from neutral to fear. And we see we should have the eyebrows activated in 3 occasions, then upper lids, well, the eyes widening a little bit, and then the lips and maybe the chin, the jaw dropping a little bit. Let's take a look how the video does it. This is Kling. I don't feel this was fear, but I did another Kling video, so let's take a look at this one quickly. So again, this is fear, just the second generation.
Yeah.
So for me, this feels more like disappointment and not fear, but let's...
Yeah.
I don't see the eyebrows being moved too much. I mean, we have the face, the lips opening, maybe the chin going down a bit. But this, for me, does not look like fear. Let's take a look what Sora did here. And this is Sora too. Okay, so she is smiling, but she has this fear in between, which I think was quite good. Okay, so we had a little bit of eyebrow action here. So it's not a bad one. It looks more like she's trying to hide the fear, and I think this works well. And also I have again a second generation for Sora. So let's take a look at this. Okay, this is the second generation for Sora. Okay, so this is fun because here she's cut off, the eyebrows are not visible. We had a little bit of the edges of the lips being activated, but this doesn't look like fear to me. I have to say on the fear level, both models are a little bit weak, but let's look at the next emotion. So here we are again with Kling, and this emotion is sadness. So for sadness, we should look at the eyebrows again, the inner eyebrows, lip corners being a little bit down, and the chin raising a little bit. Let's see what the video did here, or Kling did. Okay, I could feel that she's getting sad in the last second of the video. Like you can see it, the chin, yeah. Let's take a look at the second generation. And this is sadness, suppressed sadness, but we should still be able to see this. Yeah, I feel this can work. I always feel her eyebrows are not very active, but yeah. And let's take a look at Sora. Okay, this one is way more emotional. You can really see how exactly the regions that should be activated are being activated, and she's trying to suppress it. I think this one is very good. Again, the eyebrows. The eyebrows are not really being activated in any of those videos. That's very interesting. But I can feel a lot of the emotion just watching this one. Yes, so this concludes our test looking at the emotions here, and let's continue.
If you made it that far in the video, I would really appreciate if you could subscribe. And now let's take a look at the result or the summary of our test where we have Kling and Sora and see how they performed. So for the category of happiness, we have Kling performing quite well, whereas Sora had this little creepy look to it. The emotion was a little bit messy and stuff. Then we're going to fear, where we had Kling kind of doing the wrong emotion. At least this is how I saw it. And we also didn't see really the action that was corresponding to the theory. And Sora did quite a good job, but on the second video we had the eyebrows cut off, which is a little bit sad because this is part of the emotions, but yeah. And then finally for sadness, we had Kling with two videos where the language was not English. I prompted it in English, so I would expect English. It's a little bit sad. And then we had Sora doing quite a good job, really transmitting the emotion in a good way. But as in some other of the videos that we saw, we don't really have a lot of eyebrow action. So this is something that we should keep in mind when using AI, that maybe the eyebrows don't transmit that much emotion. Maybe it was the model that we used, but yeah. And now before we finish this video, I want to give some last points for the voice and the context in which the videos were generated, if maybe the behavior of the hands fit a little bit, because there's also a little bit part of emotion and how it makes it more believable. So let's do this quickly.
Now let's send out some last minute points like Dumbledore did. And here we're looking at a video with forced smile over sadness. And I have 2 of those. Let's take a look.
That's very kind of you.
Okay, in this one, I don't really see the sadness. She seems to be in a situation. Yes. The music is a little bit sad. The voice seems to fit quite well. I would not put it 100% as sadness. I did not feel that much. But let's take a look at the second Kling video.
It's okay. I'm fine.
Yes, this one was way better. I could really see in her face, but also here in the voice that she's trying to suppress the sadness. And it also helped by this camera zoom and the music playing a little bit in the background. I think this was a very good one. Let's go to Sora now.
Thanks again for covering for me last week. You okay? Yeah, of course. Happy to help. You sure?
Okay, I feel this one worked quite well too. I did not like that there was this noise in the background. It was very noisy. But she seems to suppress the emotion. I don't know if it was sadness. I don't know if I felt this correct, but I definitely feel that she's suppressing it. So good one in this sense. The voice also sounded quite sad. Let's check the second version of the Sora 2.
Thanks for being flexible about everything. I know it was kind of last minute.
Yeah, it's fine. Really.
Okay, so here I really had this emotionless voice. To be honest, I don't feel the voice fits the person, but I mean, that's another discussion. And here I'm really missing the facial emotion that's fitting to the sadness. Let's take another quick look.
Thanks for being flexible about everything. I know it was kind of last minute.
Yeah, it's fine. Really.
Okay, so I see where the model is trying to go to, but it did not convince me. She's smiling too much, which I mean, yeah, she's trying to suppress it, but I feel in this one it failed a little bit. But yeah, so we're handing out the last few points, and I think that both models did quite well, but also have their weaknesses. So let's finish this video.
So we saw AI video is actually pretty amazing at doing emotions. It's still having some issues with certain emotions. Maybe this is also due to how I prompted the thing. And I believe that with a lot of good prompting, you can actually achieve the results that we would like to see. I standardized the whole process a little bit, so to make it fair to compare the models. But yeah, I think this is just the beginning where AI video is right now, and that we will see improvements of how AI does emotions for sure in the next few months. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe.